Georgia teachers, stop wasting your time and money on weak teachers organizations. Join APE, the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. APE stops bad drive-by evaluations of teachers. Don't teach in the jungle without APE.
All right, check this out. We are talking about NEA versus APE, the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. Now, this is the problem. You have a lot of teachers, especially teachers in Georgia. They're so used to NEA being a powerful organization in the North. And they get down here in Georgia. And realize NEA ain't worth a shit. They ain't worth a shit. They get down here and they realize they're on a plantation. Sitting down here on a plantation, and the school and the principals that are part of GAE in Georgia, okay, they are harassing good teachers, treating them bad. Some teachers are afraid to get out the car and come into the school building because these old crazy administrators. I know we got some good administrators, but I'm not talking about the good administrators today. I'm talking about the bad ones today, the ones that write teachers up, treat them like tall children. And you and teachers go and join these sorry teachers organization like NEAFT page. They ain't worth a dog doo-doo. And they go out there and spend all this money being a part of these sorry organization. And then guess what happens? When they get ready to get terminated and those same administrators trying to get rid of them or fire their butt, that teacher organization don't do jack shit. You know why? Because the same administrator that is your principal, your system principal, superintendent, they're all a part of these organizations. And you think they're going to be on your side? I tell you what, you mess with an 8 member, something's going to be dead. I double dare you to try to mess with an 8 member and see what happened. I'm talking about bad administrators. And I said before, I know a lot of good administrators, a lot of them my friend. But I tell you what, you mess with one of our members, I'll show you something. Now you say, well, yeah, exactly what we do. You got it. Mess with one of our members, and we coming after you. Okay, we're gonna be out there protesting in front of the building. We'll go down to central office and we'll protest. We'll send letters to the PSC. We'll hunt you down because we don't allow bad administrators to harass our members. Now, I don't care what you do to GAE page FT members, but you're not going to mess with an 8 member. That's what you got to understand. Okay, you got to understand that. And you say, well, they wild and crazy. You got that right. Crazy as hell. Because we do not allow administrators to abuse our members. Now, these teachers that are part of these organizations, you get down here in Georgia, you're so used to NEA for it to be this powerful organization in the North. Okay. But you get down here in Georgia, you get down here in the South, and you're on a plantation. And these administrators, and you got black plantation owners too. You got black plantation owners, and they treating teachers like dog duket, treating them like doo-doo. And the teachers, they don't realize it until guess what? They're getting ready to be non-renewed. They get ready to be non-renewed, and they realize that they've been on the plantation the whole time. These fake teachers organization down here in the South, they realize that I don't pay all this money, and now they're getting ready to terminate my contract. I don't kiss enough butt, and now that butt kissing is not good enough. All that butt you don't kiss the whole year. For years, you don't kiss a lot of butt, and that butt kissing not good enough. And these administrators still non-renew your contract. Why? Because they're not afraid of the GAE page, FT. They're not afraid of them. You know why? Because they are a part of the same organization. So why would they be afraid of them? They just throw you under the bus, fire you, and because they know they're going to get 100 more members the following year. They know that. They know they're going to go out and get 100 more members the following year. In the meanwhile, you got these crazy administrators that harassing you. Every day you go to school, they're harassing you because you drive a better car. It's never nothing real. It's always something personal. You drive a better car, you look better, you dress better, and they just don't like you because you're in the wrong fraternity or you're in the wrong sorority. They just don't like you. And so what they do, they start writing you up. You know why? Because they want to bring their little friends over and take your position. They want to take your job from you. They want to go out and find and bring their friend, their buddy. They want to bring their buddy in. Some of these are new principals, administrators, they get the job, and guess what? As soon as they get the job, they go try to find a way to get their friends in. So what they do is they go start writing you up. They go try to, they start harassing people that got positions that they want so they can bring their friends in, their little clique. And while you trying to fight back, you're part of the same organization they are part of. That's funny, isn't it? You're part of the same organization that they are part of, and they writing your butt up. And then once you realize there's nothing you can do, now you want to come run to APE. Now that crazy guy is okay to talk to now. The man that's wild, he's okay all of a sudden, because now that you realize you're getting your butt kicked, you need to be a part of a powerful and a more aggressive teachers organization. It's like the mountain of heaven. You just came to your senses all of a sudden when you're getting ready to be terminated. And I tell teachers this all the time. You have to be part of a teachers organization that the administrators are afraid of. That's just the way it has to be. Now, if you want to be part of the so-called pretty group, that's what I call them, GA and Page and AFT, they like them little old chipmunks I put out. Little chipmunks, they little chubby and pretty, little pretty chipmunks. But they ain't gonna do jack shit for you. But they pretty little chipmunks. They gorgeous and they're fluffy and they pretty, but they ain't gonna do a damn thing for you. As soon as your administrator get on your butt, start putting you on a professional development plan, or whatever the hell it is under TICAs now, and start writing you up for they got a paper trail. Now you don't spend all that time trying to contact these other organizations, and the administrator sitting up there, a member of the same organization, and you trying to figure out why in the hell you still got fired. Why you still got terminated. You haven't figured that shit out yet. You part of the same organization, and you haven't figured out why you've been terminated. You haven't figured that out yet. And I tell these teachers, anytime you are part of the same organization that they are part of, they're not afraid of you. Why? Because the school system is paying you. They're not afraid of you, and you think you're going to write all these fancy little letters to the superintendent, like the superintendent sitting up there waiting to get your letter. So you sitting up there, you writing all these letters. I'm going to get this administration off my back. And all you're doing is letting the superintendent know so he can call back and tell the principal, you need to get rid of that one. You need to get rid of that one there. And administrators that listen, they know I'm telling the truth. They know it. It's just the teachers don't realize it until it's too late. And that's why APE is different. Yeah, we different. Yes, we different. We don't play. And we don't care who don't like it. We don't care. I can give a rat's ass if you care that APE is different. I don't care anything what you think. I don't even care. I tell you what, you mess with one of our members, if you're a bad administrator, we're going to hunt you down and protest in front of your school, and we're going to send letters to the PSC, and we're going to investigate you and see what kind of dirt you got hiding, and we're going to get you. That's what we do. Now, take it how you want to take it. Ask me, do I care? I don't care. Let me help you out. I don't care. But what I do care about is you think you're going to harass an APE member. Okay? And for you teachers out there want to wait around and think that, with GAE, yes, GAE, nationally, NEA, they don't care anything about it. You think the administrator care anything about you a part of GAE and Page when they are part of Page and part of GAE, NEA? You think they care? No, they don't care. And then when they get ready to get rid of you, ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about it. Nothing. Okay? You're going to be terminated. You can believe that. And that's why I tell teachers, you can, when it comes to your livelihood and you have family you have to take care of. I'm talking to you, some of you coaches too. Some of you coaches out there, you know what I'm saying, be talking to these students and stuff, and before you know it, they tell lies on you and saying that you have harassed them or you're trying to sleep with them. Just tell lies because they get mad with you because you're talking to another student that look better than they do. That's just the facts. And then they start going down to the office and telling lies on you. And then what's going to happen? They're going to come down there and harass you and escort you out the building. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to call GAE Page. You can call whoever you want to call them. You getting out of there and you might go to jail because you think these organizations is going to protect you, and they're not. The only organization that the administrators are afraid of, and that is APE. You saying, well, you just saying that because you want us to join. I don't give a damn what you do. I'm telling you the facts. I don't give a damn what you do. I'm telling you, if you're not a part of an aggressive teachers organization that they are afraid of, you can kiss your ass goodbye. And that's it. He talks so crazy. I don't give a damn how you take it. I really just don't care. Take it how you want to take it. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Most of the people that have joined APE, you go to our website and you see those people that have joined. Those people didn't come from APE. Those people came from GA and Page and AFT and joined APE. That's the facts. They came from these other organizations. They realized they thought these other organizations that was going to protect their career, and it didn't. And so they came to APE. And APE went over there and we charged them a pre-existing fee too, because we know we're not going to let you come in here. That's why I tell teachers you need to join before something happened, because APE's not going to let you come in here and join APE when you've been paying these other organizations thousands of dollars. Then you realize they ain't worth a shit, and you finna be terminated, and you run over to APE, like coming over the railroad track at night, trying to sneak over at night. We don't tolerate that. Now, what we'll do is we'll let you join, but we're going to charge you a pre-existing fee. That's why I tell teachers, when they come to your livelihood, you're about to be a part of the organization that the administrators are afraid of. APE ain't afraid of. There's no administrator out there APE's afraid of. There's no superintendent out there APE's is afraid of. And we don't care how they take. We don't care. Ain't nobody feeding me over here. I run APE. Ain't nobody feeding APE. I feed APE. Yeah, nobody determined that when we eat. I determine when we eat over here. So we're not afraid of administrators. We don't have to kiss up to administrators. Why? We don't allow administrators to be a part of our organization like some of these other teachers' organizations. They allow administrators to be a part of their organization. Now tell me this, how can they be fair when your boss is part of the same organization that you are part of? See, that's never dawned on your mind. You never think about that. When your boss is a part of the same organization that you're a part of, the same organization that you are part of, your boss is a part of the same organization. And so you think for some reason, oh, that's a good thing. They're part of the same organization. That's a good thing. Well, we'll see how good it is when you come in there and your administrator have decided they're going to get rid of you, have decided they're going to terminate your contract, and then you march your little butt up in there. They put you on a PDP plan and start the paper trail. And at the end of the year, they start telling lies. And some of you have been teachers of the year. I've had people tell me they were teacher of the year, and administrators still harassed them and got them out the building. Why? Because they don't kiss up to them. And when you don't kiss up to these crazy administrators, they don't renew your contract. And they're going to find somebody that's going to come in there and kiss their butt because they kiss butt to get to their job, and they expect you to kiss their butt as well. It's just that simple. And I tell teachers that all the time. All the time. When they get to April, they're all beat up and wounded, and they're getting ready to terminate them. And I asked them, how do you find out about APE? I did the internet. No. Now, they've been hearing about APE all over the place. We're everywhere. But we're so aggressive. So they look at I don't think that group is professional until they get ready to get terminated. It's amazing how when you're getting ready to be fired, the crazy group that's where you want to be. Because you want that crazy group to go fight for you to protect that food that you eat. See, them eggs have gotten too high. The eggs high. I don't know if you've been to this grocery store, but the eggs are too high. The eggs don't got high. And see, when you realize you can't buy an egg and go home and boil it, you realize you can't go get any eggs because the eggs are too high. Then you want to run to join APE because you can't even buy an egg. I ain't talking about eggs. I mean, one egg. You can't even go get one egg because it's too high. And then all of a sudden, you understand. You understand when the whole time I've been telling you that these administrators are part. You don't want to be a part of an organization that allow administrators to be a part of it. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. And what happens is you get on these plantations where the administrators just don't like you. And you going home, they got you reading books. Some teachers come in, they got them reading books. Got them reading books, 2 or 3 books. Put them on a PDP and give them about 2, 3 books to write. I mean, 2 or 3 books to read. 2 or 3 books to read now. Now, books they haven't even read. These are books they haven't even. Ain't gonna call themselves gonna put a teacher on a PDP plan and get them books to read that they haven't even read them. Crazy. And the teacher trying to read all these books, trying to complete the PDP plan. They don't realize that the principal don't want them to complete the PDP plan. They're using that PDP plan to destroy them, to non-renew them. They get them negative evaluations. And guess what? If you get 2 of those negative evaluations within 5 years, this PSC takes your certification. You didn't know that, did you? The PSC takes your certification until you have been able to remediate. But how can you remediate when you don't have a job? Now, we have been able to get these old crazy principals that have treated these teachers this way. We have been able to get them a certification until they was able to remediate, because APE is good. We're good at what we do. Okay, we was able to get around that. But the reason why I said, because you have these teachers sitting in these organizations, and by the time they get to APE, it's like trying to get the toothpaste back in the tube. The toothpaste all out the tube, and you're trying to get the toothpaste back in the tube. Trying to get the toothpaste back in the tube because of these because you don't try to warn these teachers about how these crazy administrators going to write them up, put them on a PDP plan, going to try to start a paper trail so they can non-renew their contracts. But they don't pay attention to any of that till it's too late. Until it's too late. That's why we put these principles what we call the clown list. If you go to our website and you see it up there, you can take your phone and click it, and you can go to our website. We have what we call a clown list, where we put these administrators on the clown list, and I pay good money for that list to go all over the state of Georgia. I mean, actually go all over the United States. You Google that principal name, and that clown come up. Letting everybody out there know that this principal is a clown. You don't need to go to that school. We put that out there to warn our members that this is a school where a clown is located. And you don't want to go to that school because a clown is located at that school. And that clown's going to write you up and put you on a professional development plan and destroy your career. You got to be aware of the clown. You need to know that's a clown is in the area. That's why we put that stuff out there. Okay? So you go there and we don't play with them. And then we'll show up at your school and we'll protest. Bring the community so the community would know there's a clown in this school. So the community would know that you have a bad administrator who is abusing members at this school. Go out there and protest it. And then we'll go to their church. If the clown gets so cocky that the clown think they can take on APE, we'll go to their church. Protest in front of their church. We don't play. We don't play that. So we do not allow the administrators to think they're going to harass our members. We don't do that. That's why they call us APE Mafia. The Mafia, the APE Mafia. And we've been called who gave us that name was Classroom Educator. Classroom teachers gave us that name, APE Mafia. We didn't give ourselves that name. We are the Association of Professional Educators, better known as APE. Like, people don't like to use that word APE. They get nervous. They don't want to use the word APE. Black folks been through so much. We don't want to use that. You call it what you want to call it. Call it APE, APE. Call it what you want. APE Mafia. Call us what you want. We don't play. No, I tell you that. We don't play. APE don't play. We don't play. And so that's why I tell classroom educating coaches, every coach need to be an 8 member. That's just point blank, period. I mean, that's just, because kids tell lies on coaches every day. I got a case right now from a lady. I ain't gonna go there. There's a case going on now about a coach that we're dealing with. And guess what? They want a member of 8. Over half of these people come in there. We get a lot of members, but most of the members that come into 8, they're teachers coaches been a part of members of GAE, Page, FT. We ain't afraid to tell you. That's just the facts. Now we're getting a lot of members coming in from Mace. And I used to work for Mace. But we got a lot of members now coming in from Mace. Those are just the facts. And we're not afraid to tell you about it. And what we're going to start doing on this show, we're going to start calling out the clowns. All the clowns, we're going to call out the school that clown is at, and where the school that last clown was found. Okay, because some of these clowns, they move to another school system. They leave one school system, go to another school system. It's hard to hunt down those clowns until somebody call me and tell me that clown is over there. Okay, so we're going to call on these clowns. We're going to have a call out. Have some good music going behind it too. I got my guy working on some good sounding music. Going to go out behind the clown. When we call those clowns out, so you'll know that this principal is a clown. Okay, they need to know that. Okay, had one principal saying, "Right, you need to take my name off that clown list and take it off right now." Look, I thought she lost her mind. I said, "Who the hell do you think you're talking to?" No, you gonna stay up there. Okay, you know, ape man friend. I don't care about your lawyer. Your lawyer don't mean piss to me. You stand on that list. Period. Okay, you should have thought about that before you became a public figure. Trust me, I know a little bit about being a public figure. They said everything about me, called me everything but a child of God. I know a lot about being a public figure. So no, you're not coming off that list. You're not coming off that list unless only way an administrator will come off one-eyed clown list unless they start treating teachers better, or unless the member that had us to put that clown up there, put that person as a clown on our list, tell us to take the clown off the list. Take them off the clown list. That's the only way. I don't know no other way. Yeah, I don't have people send me, have principal send me letter, they lawyers send me letter, and demand letter, talking about come on down, take it down. I laugh at that, rip it up, throw it in the garbage can. Throw it straight in the garbage can. I don't care anything about that. I got lawyers too. I love that kind of stuff. I love when you think you're going to make me do something, try to be tough. I like that. That mean then I go back out to the school and get you again. I love that kind of stuff. I'm like a pig. Like I love to get in the mud. Enjoy it. It's cool in that mud. And nobody do it better than Ape. And they say, they sound like they mad. Mad as hell. Mad as hell about studying that stuff. Teachers out there getting their butt kicked by these administrators, writing them up. They got a whole family at home. Got car note, got a house note. And they're afraid to go into the classroom, scared to go into the building because they know that administrator going to come down and start harassing them. I even had administrators asking me to allow them to join our union, join our organization, because they know we're aggressive. I had a lot of administrators come to me for help. I said, no, we're not going to allow administrators in our organization. We're going to represent only teachers. That way, when we walk into the building, we know we're there to represent that teacher. We don't have to guess. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to try to figure it out. We know we coming to represent that classroom teacher. Teachers have to protect themselves from these bad administrators. Teachers have to protect their livelihood, especially with some of you teachers that teach in Georgia and some of these states that is not the right to work states. And they come in there, they don't have to give you a reason. They just terminate you. And if you're not tenured, you don't even have a right to a hearing in Georgia. So you definitely need to be joining Ape. Y'all, especially you new teachers, some of you brand new, sitting up there with no protection, think you got GA's protection. They ain't GAE or Page or FT. They ain't told you yet that you don't have no protection. They ain't told you nothing. You probably just heard about it today. They haven't told that you're not tenured. That they haven't told you that, yeah, you can be terminated. They ain't got to give you a reason. They just terminate your contract. But see, when you're an 8 member, they think about that. They think about before they try to terminate that contract. They think that through, because they know that we're going to come after them if they do that, and we will. Now, I've been locked up plenty of times. I'm not afraid of no administrators. I promise you. I had one administrator in Atlanta public schools had me arrested. As soon as I got out of jail, I went right back over there and protested on that. I went back there and got my sign, and I was right there in front of the school. I got her. Esma Ganner, whatever her name was. I can't remember everything. I think it was Miss Gaynor or something. Got her. Don't play that stuff. They end up terminating her. We don't play that. So we got these administrators. They try to be tough. Yeah, you tell hey, come over here. Yeah. Okay, the teachers come back and tell Mr. Haynes, I don't think they're afraid of 8. I said, I know that. I understand. And by the time we get through with them, they tell me they're in there crying. Then we go down to the central office, and we protest them at the central office. And, and 8 got that private investigator. And let me tell you something, he a bad boy. We got a private investigator. If you got something you ain't told the school system and you administrator and you hiding something you forgot to tell the school system, we'll bring that out. Yeah, we do all that. Because we're not going to allow our members to be harassed. Leave our members. One principal told Mr. Haynes, because our membership is confidential. Our membership is fully confidential. We don't do payroll deduction. Our membership is fully confidential. And I heard somebody told me from central office, how do you know 8 members? I said, F with one of them. You'll find out. That's how you find out. You mess with one. And all of a sudden you get bit like a rattlesnake. That's how you know. And then the smart thing you to do if you want your job is to back off. Yeah, you might be tough. Think you're tough. That's fine too. I don't even care. I don't care nothing about that. I don't work for the school system. So you don't have nothing to prove to me, because I can go out there and pick you every day. I can put your name on the sign, go straight down to the governor's office, go down to the superintendent's office. I can have my investigator investigate you all day. So you ain't got nothing to prove to me. I don't work for the school system. I work for me. So I can spend all day, every day, all day trying to get an administrator, and I have. It's superintendents too. We don't got behind a lot of superintendents that they're not superintendents anymore. They gone. And 8 was behind majority of it. I ain't afraid to tell you. We don't tolerate it. So we do not care that we are liked. We don't care. We don't care you don't like Abe. We don't care nothing about any of that. We just don't care. The only thing Abe cares about is you not messing with one of our members. That's the only thing we care about. You, as an administrator, not messing with one of our members. That's what we care about. So I say this to all the classroom teachers. They don't give me no water break. They just want me to keep on talking. Don't even get a water break. Ain't nobody brought me water yet. But anyway, I can tell you like this. When it comes to being a member of APE, it's just like the mafia. I saw a movie with the mafia, and they was trying to put the old lady out the apartment. Not apartment, apartment. Trying to put the lady out the apartment. And when the Godfather got involved in it, then the guy was trying to charge the lady high rent. And he got involved, and after he got involved, when he realized that the lady was now protected by the Godfather, He cutting money off the rent. Oh, she don't have to pay. She don't have to pay too much this month. Half off and half off. That's how APE is. When they realize you're a member of APE, all of a sudden that PDP just go in the wind. And you have some administrators say, "Yeah, I ain't said nothing no wind." I like that. I like when they do that now, because I like to make them out of. I show them. See, I go out there and I show them. See, I show them. I don't care what you do. When I get behind you, I don't care what you decide to do to that teacher. I'm gonna get you. Okay, well, I'm gonna get you. Yeah. So you try to be tough all you want, but everything went away. She was able to live in an apartment and didn't have to pay any rent for 2 months. You know what I mean? Why? Because they realized that the guy realized and announced that she was protected by the Godfather. And the Godfather don't play. Now you can give her 2 months or something else happen, right? The Godfather don't play that stuff. Now we don't cut off your toes. And we won't cut off your toes, okay, or cut off your arms and stuff. But we will get you lawfully. Lawfully, we will get you lawfully. We will go and protest against you. We'll investigate you. We'll come down, we'll write letters against you to the governor's office, superintendent, all the board members. Yeah, we get you legally, but we get you. Okay. So my thing is this right here. If you're a classroom teacher, if I ain't scared you, if you're not scared, okay, you need to be a part of an organization that the administrators are afraid of. Stop spending money. Let them take money out to check every month when the administrators, the same person that you have the complaint with. Check this out now. The same person that you have the complaint with, you going think you're going to send something down to the central office. I have some people sending stuff to the central office, trying to tell on the administrator. Don't realize the administrator and the person they send it to are friends. They hang out just like the teachers hang out. And soon they send something down to the central office on that principal. Principal get on the central office people get on the phone, call the principal. You know, she wrote something. She sent something down about you. She said something about you might want to go ahead and try to get rid of that one because that one a mess. Yeah, they says, yeah, she said something that, yeah, right, girl. I know that's right, girl. We're gonna have to do something about that girl. We got to get rid of her. Y'all think I'm playing, don't you? You think I'm just talking crap. I'm telling you the truth. Well, we're gonna have to get rid of her now. I'm just telling you, she sent something down here. Yeah, did she send it to the superintendent? I know she said something, but I told the superintendent that she was a troublemaker in a way. She's a problem. They're all in this thing together. But see, when APE get involved, the superintendent get nervous because he know the APE's going to show up there and be protesting, be all on television, bringing that mess out and just beating down that principal. So he goes out and get rid of the principal. See, that's what the administrators don't understand. I was on the school board. Okay, I sat on the school board. I know exactly how it works. Okay, you administrators, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't truly understand how it works. Everything is political. Okay, so what happens is when we get involved and we go down there and start beating up on you and investigating you and bringing up all this mess, the superintendent says, "Oh no, we don't need APE down here. No, we don't need none of this. We don't need none of that. It's best to just get rid of her and bring somebody else in." See, then they start treating you like the teachers. Because the superintendent wants his job. He wants all that money he's making, see? And he's not going to allow no administrator. I don't care how good friends I am with the superintendent. Me and the superintendent's a good friend. Superintendent don't care anything about none of that. When you start messing with his money, you getting out of there, period. You getting the hell out of there. You ain't got to go home, but you getting the hell out of there. Believe that. They don't care anything about none of that. They're going to get rid of you. They're going to get rid of that administrator because that administrator is bringing too much heat to the school system. And then you have the board members saying, "Hey, what's going on with this? No, we can't have that now. You can't handle it. We're going to get rid of you. And you can't deal with it. We're going to get rid of you." See, APE bring all that mess. See, we messy. We come down there and protest, and we just bring all types of attention. We go down to the superintendent's office protesting, then we go down to the governor's office, and everybody's talking. We send letters out to the superintendent and the board members. We send letters out to the governors, and we send them everywhere. And before you know it, everybody's talking. And then we feel like see the other unions don't do all that. They don't want to get in all that too much. They don't worry about you that you are, if you're a teacher and you're part of their organization. They're not going to do all that. They're not going to go out there and protest. When the last time you seen GAE, AFT, and Page out there protesting in front of your school? Go to our website. You'll see what we do. They're not doing all that. Why? Because they know they're going to get another 100 more members the next year. So they don't mind losing you. That 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't mind. We're going to get 100 or 200 more the following year because they've been around the longest. So they know by default they're going to get members. Why? Because you got these people that was members. They in the personnel. The personnel director, HR director now. And when teachers come in there, they just joined. I mean, they just became a teacher, and they over there saying, "Well, I don't know about these other organizations, but when I was a teacher, I was a member of GAE." So, what do you think the teacher gonna want to be a part of? GAE or Page? Okay, why? Because, and I'm sorry, AFT, you don't get them in. You got to hustle like we do. You don't get them either. Why? Because you have a person. You got GAE and Page have an inside person. Those people have been Page member, GAE member for forever. So when they become HR director in the school system, you think they're going to be out there saying, "Well, I would join APE." You think they're going to go out there and say, "Well, I tell you what I would do. If I was you, I'd join APE." They're not going to say that. No, they're going to, "I join AFT or Educator First or MACE." No, they're not going to say that. They're going to say, "Well, when I was when I taught, I was a GAE member, or when I taught, I was a Page member." So the teachers want the job. They see the handwriting on the wall. They need to go over there and be a member of a Page. They need to go and be a member of GAE or NEA. I mean, this thing's national now. That's the way it goes naturally too. We need to go over there and join, be a part of an organization, that everybody knows, right? So they get down here in Georgia, and some people are coming from the north. They think that these organizations are strong because some of them are strong in the north because, collective bargaining and all that crap, right? And they get down here, they're on a plantation and realize nothing matters here. They're on a plantation. But we like Nat Turner. We burn them plantations straight to the ground. Burn them straight to the ground. That's what we do. That's just what we do. Burn it straight to the ground. Like some people say, I heard somebody say about the Republican Party that became a mess, need to be burned to the ground, and they need to just make a whole nother organization. Just burn it straight to the ground. They want to burn the Republican Party to the ground and start all over again. That's what, these organizations, they don't protect your rights. Crazy student. Get on these crazy students. Let me tell you what these administrators do, okay? The crazy student in your classroom, you have no power today in the schools today. Teachers have no power. So you have these crazy students, irate, crazy students in your class. They get up and they throw their desk and try to hit the teacher and cuss the teacher out. The teacher send that student to the office. Okay, send them straight to the office. Guess what? The administrator send the student back and tell the teacher, "You should follow your classroom. Have you followed your classroom management plan?" Student just cussed the teacher out. I've been saying this for 20 years. I've been representing classroom teachers for over 20 years, and I've been ranting about this for 20 years. Even wrote a book about it. They send them back and they say, "Have you followed your class? Did you follow your classroom management plan?" Little Johnny just cussed them out. Push the teacher. And they go and they tell the teacher when they get to talking to the teacher, "What did you do What did you do now? What did you do to cause little Johnny to act out like that today? What did you do? They asked the profession, the teacher. What did you do that caused little Johnny to act out like that? What did you do? What did I do? Maybe you didn't hear me. He came in here, he cussed me out and pushed me. I wrote him up and sent him to you. What the hell you mean, what did I do? How about you do your damn job? Send his ass home. How about that? But they don't want to do that. Why? FTE count. They're making all this money off these kids. It's all about money, people. They're making all this money. That's why Bill Gates and Eli Broad was all in this stuff. It's all about money. It has nothing to do with education. All this stuff they pushing on the urban school system. They're not pushing this mess on the private school where Bill Gates, where his kids go. No, they're not pushing that stuff on they're pushing that on the urban schools. All this stuff to try to deal with all these black kids that have no discipline. That's what it's about. It's all about that. And I always tell, if you have discipline, school system can make it. They can survive, but you got to be willing to have discipline in your school. That kid act out, you suspend him, get his butt, kick him out of the school. Call the police, put the handcuffs on him, and walk him in front of all the kids. Walk him through the front door. Walk his butt through the front door and let the rest of them know that you act a fool in this school, you going out the same way the way he going out, you going out. Once you establish discipline, it doesn't matter what the curriculum is. Once you establish discipline, you can teach anything. But the urban school system, they're afraid of they're afraid of the kids, they're afraid of the parents. That's the facts. And so if you want you want the test scores to rise, all you have to do is establish discipline. That's it. Strong discipline. When I was on the school board, I would vote to kick these kids out. But I had some of the board members, oh no, they didn't want to do that. And I'm saying, why you don't want to kick him out? He's a fool. He come in here, he don't push the teacher. I mean, attorney to school, he's getting out of here. See, discipline is the key, folks. They don't have anything to do with the schools. The schools are bad. You know, they say that now, the schools are bad. Johnny can't read, it's the teacher fault. Johnny can't read, it's the teacher fault. Not that Johnny coming in acting a fool every day, coming to eat free lunch and PE. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Now, Johnny can't read, it's the teacher fault. They believe because if the student's not learning, then the teacher's not teaching. That's the whole thing. Not because they acting a fool and they have no discipline. You send them to the office, send them back, and he acting a fool in your classroom. By the time you get order in your classroom trying to teach anything, the day is over. It's already over. Have anything to do with that. See? And the majority of it is the urban school system. And you know, and nobody want to talk about that. Code word for black. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the truth now. That's the truth. I say it. I ain't saying it because I'm black. I'm just telling you the truth. So they write the teacher up. Teacher get written up. Because if you'd have did A, B, and C, Johnny wouldn't act out like that. If you did not follow your classroom management plan. That's why. So we're going to have to write you up. Let me tell you something. When I was in school in Clayton County, where the good old boys ran things, they didn't play. Them good old boys didn't play that. You act a fool, you going home. Period. They didn't play. Them good old boys didn't play that. You talk back to a teacher, they're going to paddle your butt and send you home. Tell your mama come and get you. Your mama act crazy, call the police, lock her up, throw her out of there too. They didn't play that. And that's what we got to get back to. We want to raise test scores. Rote memory is the key to raising test scores. I always say rote memory, not all this teaching the test mess. All this mess they're doing now. Just teaching the test, all they're doing, and the kids still can't pass. Because you have no discipline. See, the kids that come that don't want to learn, we got to send them to what my mentor used to call the non-learning center. Dr. John Trotter used to tell me, now we got to, he said, Norreese, when they act out, we need to come up with something called the non-learning center. They don't want to learn. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a purple bus to come out there and pick them up. And the kids say, where I'm going? Well, son, you don't want to learn. So we're going to send you over to the non-learning center. Yeah, it's the non-learning center where you get on the bus and we get you out of here. You didn't come to learn today. I mean, you come to act crazy. We don't do that here. See? Got to get back to the foundation of discipline, see? We need to bring back the Board of Education. But you try to put that Board of Education, some of these black kids, man, they'll beat you to the ground, beat you down to the ground. You throw that board you want to, call yourself going to paddle somebody. These crazy students out here, man, they'll catch that board and beat you across the head with that same board. Because this one's out of control. That's why. So everything they're trying to do, how we're going to deal with these urban kids. Same thing what they're trying to do up there at the state. You got all these little white, and I'm not prejudiced. My best friend is black. Okay? I'm not prejudiced at all. But you got all these little white ladies up there in charge of curriculum up there at the state. Okay? Now they're up there, and I like Brian. Brian's my friend. He's the governor. I've been knowing Brian a long time, a good man, okay? But I'm just telling you the facts. I tell him the same thing. You got all these little white ladies trying to decide how they're going to handle these little black schools and stuff. That's what it's all about, folks. Trying to set in curriculum for all these little black kids. Because that's the problem. It's the urban schools. Because discipline is out of control because we don't have parents doing what they're supposed to do anymore. I wish a teacher come out of black and white issue. Black, white issue, my butt. I remember Miss Lanford. She was my second grade teacher. Let's see. Yeah, she was my second grade teacher. Miss Lanford, she had a long neck. The white lady. She'd be over there typing. If I act up, she'd start typing. She'd type a letter to take home to my parents. And guess what? I took it home too. That letter about to get there too. They would actually give it to you and you to take it home. And you know what's in the letter. You already, but you still got to take that thing home. I give that letter to my mom and dad, and then I embrace myself. Okay? Because I was a clown. And I went to Clayton County schools. Everybody that, superintendent all know me. I used to cut the superintendent's grass when I was young. Okay? I knew everybody. People always wonder why they couldn't terminate me when I taught in Clayton County. They always try to figure out why we can't find Norreese. Why? We try and we can't get rid of it. Why? They didn't realize I cut the superintendent's grass, right? It was the superintendent was, been knowing him for years and cut his grass, and we're all friends. And see, that's how I know how this thing works. All this political crap, see? Never could terminate me. But I say all this to say teachers need to be supported. Back then, they supported classroom teachers. I don't care. It was a time that the teacher would write me up and she just told a straight lie because she was tired of me. She would just tell a straight lie. I'd go down there and tell the principal, guess what? He believed the teacher. See, the key is this. Administrators have to support their teachers, and they have to believe the teacher over the student. Student come down there. Now the student be sitting down in the office with the principal and talking to the principal like they friends and buddies, and he'll go down there and investigate the teacher. And that crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. When I was coming up, no, they believed the teacher. The teacher said she was the professional. They believe her. So the first thing administrators need to do is support their teacher. Say, look, the student come down there, Miss What's I don't care nothing about that. I believe what she said. She wrote you up. She told me what you done. I believe her. Well, I don't care nothing about that. I can see what you done. I see it here. I see it on the referral. Call your mama, son, you're going home. But they don't do that now. They sit up there and listen to the kid. And she did what? Yeah, and she did. Really? That don't make no sense. Get on call the parent. Yeah, Miss Son, your son just told me what she did. I'm gonna go down there because that is wrong. It's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff, but it's true. All right, I gotta go. I had a good time talking to you all. Hope you enjoyed the rant. We're going to be on here on Saturdays. Okay, Saturdays. I'm gonna try to come on. We might come on anytime. Okay, anytime I feel like we might come on, but definitely we're gonna try to come on Saturdays at 6 o'clock. Okay, tell your friends, tell all your colleagues, and we're gonna have people on the show. We're gonna be able to actually let you call in. Actually, we can do that now. We can let you call in, send the link, and all so you can be on the show with us. And we're excited about it. Okay, I got my friend as one of our members down in Texas. I know you're listening to me. I hope you are anyway. Down in Texas, down there, and he's going to be on talking about how the school system is a mess. Okay, yeah, we have a member way down in Texas. We got members all over the United States. Okay, we don't stop members from joining. You can join. If you want to join. Okay, we get an airplane ticket. We'll head there. We'll pick it. We'll go to Texas. We go to Alabama. We go anywhere that members join and call us for help. We're going to go and help them. Okay, we're nationwide. Okay, nationwide is on your side. We're on your side. We're on your side. So if you want to be a member of the most aggressive teachers organization, you might want to join before it's too late. Okay, you don't want to wait until you've been beat up. And if you already know, some of you already know you got a crazy administrator. You know that now. But you thinking that, well, if I just stay out their way, don't get in their way, and maybe things to get better. And then at the end of the year, you get a non-renewal package. You get non-renewed just because you didn't take massive action to protect your livelihood. You need to protect your livelihood and be part of an organization that they are afraid of. All right, this is Norreese Haynes, president and CEO of the most aggressive teachers organization of the South, APE. And I tell you, we are the most aggressive teachers organization, point blank, period. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Take care.
Georgia teachers, stop wasting your time and money on weak teachers organizations. Join APE, the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. APE stops bad drive-by evaluations of teachers. Don't teach in the jungle without APE.